Wagwan, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome. It's been a minute, and I miss all of my people. This is Suzette Speaks here live, co-broadcasting on the Suzette Speaks YouTube channel as well as on the Facebook page of Jamaicans.com. Thank you. You know I do a simulcast on Saturdays where I'm talking to both my audience and the Jamaicans.com audience. So this is about to be a very Jamaican movie review. I hope y'all okay with that. I first of all want to throw up my Wakanda Forever. This is the show y'all been waiting for. The Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever movie review. What did I think? Did you enjoy it? I want to hear what you have to say. Wakanda came back strong, y'all. It debuted 2 weeks ago. If you were just finishing up Thanksgiving leftovers like me. If you were celebrating in the United States and around the world, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, this was Thanksgiving weekend in the US. We ate enough. I had a Jamaican-ish American Thanksgiving. You know, we got the turkey, but we got the curry goat. You know, we got the ham, but we got the oxtail. You know, we have the fried chicken, but we got the jerk chicken. It was that type of Thanksgiving for me, y'all. I had a wonderful time. Lots of family I hadn't seen in a long time. You know, pandemic still had us kind of locked down, and everybody finally, the older folks, are feeling more comfortable to come out and celebrate. So if you want to talk to me about what you had for your Thanksgiving, that's cool too. If you want to talk to me about what you enjoyed most about this movie, that's really what I'm here for today. The Wakanda Forever movie review. I have my slide. Listen, coming on today was like, okay, what you gonna wear? What you gonna do? First and foremost, I wasn't gonna tell y'all, my full water bottle just fell all over my floor before it was gonna go live. That type of morning. My slides not uploading. That type of morning. But that's how I know this is gonna be a fantastic show. So whether you're watching me on Facebook or you're watching me on YouTube, if it's been a long time since Miss Seal, please greet me in the chat. I miss y'all. It's been a minute. We back in full effect. We took a little time off. If y'all don't know, I had to go to Jamaica for a funeral. Then I had a funeral as soon as I came back. Lots going on in life. I have a big announcement I need to make. I will be a guest broadcast commentator. Oh my gosh, we're moving up in this thing. Y'all, and well, let me just not assume. I was gonna say y'all know I enjoy talking to the people, giving a thoughtful opinion on just culture. What we do in here through this platform is hopefully educating, elevating, and a little bit of entertainment. So if this is your first time watching, big up yourself. Go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know where you're watching from. I can't wait to hear from my people. Like I said, it's been so long. Y'all didn't think I was coming back. I'm coming back strong. A couple of my guests this past week weren't feeling well as well. So I said, Lord, we're gonna just take this time to rest and then come back and do a wonderful show for the people. But yeah, there's been so much news to cover. Trust and believe that. Been watching, what's going on. Y'all know Kanye decided he's running 2024. I was like, okay, we're living in a clown show. We're living in a clown show. But other than some of that, I had some heartfelt legal cases that also came across my desk that I thought, you know what, I'm going to be talking about next week. We got a lot to catch up on. I hope everybody's been good. I hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I hope you didn't eat too much. I was pretty disciplined. I'm really proud of myself. I didn't go crazy. I did have stuffing. That's one of my weaknesses. I asked on my YouTube channel, y'all subscribe. If you're watching, please subscribe. One of my questions was, what is your favorite side dish, or what was the favorite side dish you had this season? And thank you to everybody who answered. But yeah, hit the like button as you come in. As I was reading, I was like, they don't know I love stuffing. I don't know my palate. Is it the salty? I don't know if you call it dressing or stuffing, the cornbread. If you Jamaicans, y'all might not know what I'm talking about. Jamaicans.com, pick up yourself. But on the American plate for Thanksgiving, you gotta have certain things: mashed potato and gravy. You have to have your stuffing. You have to have mac and cheese, not Jamaican style, right? Sometimes we don't cheese it up like how Americans cheese it up. I love American style mac and cheese with the egg, made with egg, made with lots of cheese. And oh my gosh, it's so good. I'm not gonna lie, this mac and cheese I had was not that gravy. My brother had ordered it from a chef, and I want to tell the chef she had to probably put 10 times more cheese. You ever get dry noodle and crust? That's what it was. Baked au gratin, crusty mac and cheese, like the cheese is burntish. With dry noodle, the noodle was not moist and it didn't have any cheese and loveliness around it. bro, he did his best. He ordered a couple of the side dishes. What did I make? They told me to bring ice cream. I made stuffing last year, and I was really surprised they didn't ask me to make it again. So I asked, bro, what do I bring? I was ready. Chef Sue in the building. Y'all hit the like button. No. So I have to go above and beyond because that's how I play the game of life. So I bought 4 flavors of ice cream. You're welcome. Butter pecan, vanilla, strawberry, and my favorite, cookies and cream. And I served it nice. Y'all don't know. If you're gonna give a gift or be given a task, do it well. Do it very well. So I ended up being the ice cream maven. I think it was Publix, and I think it was Breyers. People like Breyers in my family. So that was my contribution. Yes, y'all don't judge me. I was willing to cook. People didn't want me to. I don't know why. Come on. Hit the like button, but we're going to talk about Black Panther. That is why we are here today. But if you were just joining me, hit the like button. Let me say hello to the people. It's been a minute. I missed you guys. I feel refreshed. I'm not going to lie. I went out last night too. Big up yourself if you're in Miami. This is one of the big weekends, 3-day weekends that we have a lot of events going on. I'm going to act like I'm on vacation, y'all. I went out. I didn't come home till probably 3 in the morning. Almost when party done. I was like, okay, you're tired. You're going to get up and do a show. I am going out today. There's another, it's kind of like a concert up north of me. I'm really excited. Old school concert. And then tomorrow I'll be out again. Who is this young woman? Who is she? Who is she? I'm behaving as if I actually live in Miami. And this is that kind of weekend. So we try to live out here, y'all. So I'm really excited about this plan. Anybody? Okay, the party I went to yesterday, a Jamaican reggae party called Dandy Shandy. If anybody watching was at Dandy Shandy, let me know what you thought. They switched up the location. They took it up north to Gulfstream Park, a sports bar type venue. But I enjoy old school 90s reggae, 2000 reggae. So I was jamming. They could have given me a little bit more, like I like a little bit more gangster in my reggae. But they played the old classics and the rock steady beat and the what they call the one drop beat and the rubber dope button. I was vibing, y'all. I had on a cute dress. I'm not even gonna lie, I was looking good yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. When you put on your clothes and you feel good. That's how I felt yesterday. That's how I felt. Yeah, I was like, I'm here. Me and my homegirl, we rocked it. We was out in these streets. I mean, not like in these streets, right? But we were at this party. I had on that little black dress, and I felt so good. I felt so good. It was a long time coming. I haven't been out into the dance. And if you are not familiar with the Miami scene, particularly the Caribbean American scene, we don't go out. First of all, we got there at like 11:30. No, we got there earlier. She wanted to get there at 10:30. I was like, girl, we're gonna get there at 11. Party was supposed to start at 9:30 on the ticket. People didn't really get there till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. That's the only thing with down here. We don't start party till late. I don't understand what's wrong with these Jamaicans. They come out at 1 in the morning. We're here to enjoy. And I'm like, I'm tired. I was yawning by 2. I could have left at 2, honestly. But you go out with your homegirl, you meet up people. It's a vibe. It was really nice. It was really a lot of fun. So we have an event today. Then tomorrow, I want to do a quick Patreon some point this weekend, maybe right after this, just to give a quick announcement to my patrons. If you guys don't know, for exclusive content, I have a members only membership space called Patreon, right? You can join at patreon.com. You see it there on the screen, /SuzetteSpeaks for exclusive content. So I wanted to make an announcement to my patrons. First and foremost, first of all, big up yourself. Thank you, everybody who supported the content, for watching, liking, sharing, and just let me know your thoughts, giving me ideas for new shows, introducing me to new collaborators. However you're spreading the Suzette Speaks platform, I thank you. My moderators, let me get in this chat. Thank you so much. Everybody who is showing love. Big up yourself again. Put it in the chat. Where are you watching from? If you were watching Team Replay, hit the like button. We're going to talk about Wakanda Forever. Yes, I'm gonna put a couple spoilers. Should I put a couple spoilers? Did you like it is a question. Did you guys enjoy this movie? Was it something that you would recommend? I have 2 minds about it. I'm not going to lie. When I walked out of the theater, I went with my homegirl and her family, and it felt a little bit underwhelming. because I think there was so much buildup around the movie. It was gonna be this same thing that we had experienced the first time, yes. And in my heart, I thought, "Oh, how are they gonna take care of, the untimely and tragic departure of Chadwick Boseman? How did you feel about how they handled his character and giving him the honor and the reverence for his amazing, contribution to the franchise? And did you like that plot line? How did they handled it? The burial. Oh gosh, I have to talk about the movie a little bit. So, spoiler alert, you might get a little bit of the information. If you haven't seen it yet, you might want to watch this after you have seen it. But you know what to do. Let me say hi to the people in the comment section. Let me see who's watching. Duh. No spoilers for me. Yeah, you can watch it afterwards. I'm going to see it this evening, so I'll be sitting the stream out. That is okay, and I totally understand, because as I was preparing to do this stream last week, and then I thought not enough people have actually seen this for me to do this stream. So I put it back. I was going to do it, like, I saw it the first weekend it came out. I wanted to support the numbers and the success of the movie. Of course, opening weekend matters a lot in box office sales and how people discuss the success of a movie. So I was going to do it right after I saw it. I had so much ideas and I had to write some of them down. Where my notebook? Down here. I had to write some of them down because I was like, "Ooh, I want to talk about this. I want to talk about that." But I realized not everybody sees stuff on opening weekend. Everybody don't want to be in the theater. People don't want to be sometimes among, so much people, etc. So I was like, you know what? Let me give everybody a little bit of a chance to watch the actual show. So the movie Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. It was actually, there are several people who worked on the production that said it might have been named, the alternative name that was being considered was Black Panther Into the Deep. And why? They took us into an underwater world, y'all, with a whole new different. Now, I'll start by saying I'm not a Marvel person. I'm not going to say I read the comics. I'm not a person that follows all the different heroines and heroes and villains and I don't know Marvel universe like that. So I was introduced to some new characters myself through the movie, then read about, oh, okay, this is where this came from in the Marvel series and in the comic books. So if you're not a big Marvel person, I think you will still enjoy this movie. I think this is a good movie for many reasons. It's multi-layered in terms of how it introduces new people, how it handles new leadership rising in Wakanda. There's a lot been said about, is it the rise of the women? Women are taking over Wakanda? Well, I think there's a leadership gap for the time being. If your son dies, if your brother dies in succession of royalty, if you will, like, who steps up? So how did they handle that new Black Panther? Let me not get ahead of myself. Y'all welcome. Hit the like button. Introduce yourselves. If you are watching for the first time, big up yourself. Glad to see everybody. Yes, support the stream. Hey, RM, how are you? We do have a Cash App. If you want to support my content, thank you so very much. Cash App. $ SuzetteSpeaks. All of you who are, I forgot to shout out, I think it was Ken. Thank you. My last show, you gave me a wonderful Cash App gift. Thank you. I saw it. I really appreciate it. But I'm a YouTuber. I'm an attorney in real life. I just like to have fun and interesting conversations is really why I'm about here. I want to big up my co-sponsor on Saturdays. Jamaicans.com allows me to simulcast on my platform, my YouTube channel, Suzette Speaks Show, as well as on their channel. So if you're watching on their Facebook, don't be shy. Let me know you're watching. Hit the like button, please, so more people can see the stream. Of course, leave a comment so people can see we're active over here. But yeah, I'm in a very, like I said, I had a very interesting cultural mix of foods for my Thanksgiving. I had, like I say, the black eyed peas, but we also had escovitch fish with pickled onions and hot peppers. If you don't know what that is, Jamaicans, let them know that escovitch is running the place. I had sweet potatoes were our yams, green beans, mixed vegetables. Well, of course, we eat salad. And I'm trying to think potato salad too. And yeah, I didn't post any like video of the actual spread, but it was a lot of food. We had a lot of take-home plates. My sister-in-law said she bought 50 of those, those cartons, the white carton take-homes. And she was like, all of them were gone, Sue. I was like, no way. People ate, people enjoyed, people played domino. We had the domino table running in the backyard. We didn't do any singing. My family likes to sing too, sing together. and spread joy. But we was hungry actually. We wasn't in a singing mood, and it was just a nice fellowship. So anyway, if you want to tell me about your holiday, I'm going to drop the link. If you want to tell me what you thought about the Black Panther 2 movie, more importantly, I'm going to drop the link in a little bit. But I want to start by telling you, hello, I miss everybody. Hey, Don Marie in the building, Quincy, West Coast in the building. How are you? I have a big week, Quincy. I'm also hosting Art Basel event around reggae next week. If you don't know what Art Basel is, one of the international art exhibitions that draws crowds here in Miami. And I'm going to be emceeing a reggae event, reggae inspired. I will mix live music with art and I get to host it. And I'm really excited. It's called Let There Be Reggae. I'm really excited about actually getting out there, y'all. If you're in Miami, I know Sandy B. Law gonna come with me, but I'm really excited to be a part of that brand and host that event for Art Basel. Can't wait for next I think it's Thursday. Pick up yourself. I appreciate you being here. Oh, what's up? A magnificent. It's been a minute. Hey, listen, my water almost cost me my showtime today. I'm talking about the whole bottle on my floor. Like I sat down, bloop, the top came off and everything. I'm like, okay, God, this is about to be an amazing show. Staying hydrated, y'all. Skin feeling good. Working out, sore. My hamstrings right now are sore. In between my workout and my dancing, y'all, the hamstrings is sore. Enjoyed that workout. I got a pre-Thanksgiving workout on Wednesday. Didn't work out Thursday. Did some cleaning though to burn some calories to get ready for the big dinner. And then yesterday evening, I did a good hour workout and then danced for the morning till the morning come. My hamstrings are like, no, stretch me out, please, sis. What do you think you're doing? Hey, Magnificent says, I got crazy with some food, crazy with some whiskey. Okay, party over here. I hope you enjoyed responsibly. I'm sure Quincy said he called it dressing. Please, we have stuffing and we have dressing, depending on the part of the U.S. you're from and what you put in it, right? So you have cornbread, what is it, stuffing or dressing? Excuse me. Yes, I had a little bit of everything. I had one made from like dry breadcrumbs. I had one made from actual cornbread. So salute. I'm glad you enjoyed. Salute before the billions in the building. Nice to see you, brother. It's been a minute. Yes. Listen, the mac and cheese was the biggest disappointment of my meal. I was so mad. Dry noodle and cheese burnt on the top. Or what are we doing? Are we doing that? Are we selling people that as mac and cheese? Did you run out of ingredients, sis? Could you go get more cheese and more cream sauce and sauce up the thing with some butter? I was really concerned. When I saw the top of it, I already knew. I was like, I'm not eating that. It's dry noodles. Why would you do a dry noodle mac and cheese? I feel like I want to sneeze. But yeah, it was the most disappointing. I love a well-coated, moist, almost like a block of cheese, mac and cheese. I have cousins-in-laws from Ocala, Florida. And rest in peace, one from Panama City, Florida. And I think they are by way of Mississippi, married to my cousins. Those folks, they make that mac and cheese like on a whole nother level. And their dressing, oh gosh, rest in peace. Her mother-in-law one of my cousins' mother-in-law just passed, and she was a chef. I went to one Thanksgiving up there in Panama City, and I'm telling you that food, like everything she made. I just remember her peach cobbler was off the chain as well. We had a full dessert table, a lot of store-bought, but also some homemade. But yes, I thought the mac and cheese could go back in for a little bit. Thank you, Jeremy. Support. Thank you out here, trucking, says Suzette, shake my head. It's rivalry week. Okay, this is what I thought. I thought half my audience is going to be watching football, other half is going to be watching soccer. Because it's Copa Mundial World Cup, y'all. Shout out to the United States first and foremost. I don't know if you guys are into soccer or football, as we call it, our football in the Caribbean, but the United States played one heck of a game against England yesterday. I watched it, and the U.S. was pressuring them. Mind you, England is a higher ranked team, right? Supposed to be way better, basically, than the U.S. of A. And the U.S. boys, men, men's soccer team literally held them off and were putting pressure on them. I was really kind of concerned. I was like, oh my gosh, the US might beat England. They ended up at a draw. US must win. I think they play Iran and they must win, I think, to make it into the knockout round. But shout out to the US men actually giving us some very good holiday cheer. I was really, really excited. I don't know if you guys watched Brazil's game. I think there's another big game today going on right now, Jeremy. So you're not the only one like, Sue, what are you doing? But I had to come say hi to the people. It's been so long. I have shows coming up. I have other things I want to tell you about. And you're like, where are you? Sometimes time off is good. Like I said, when I was trying to get my guests and the guests weren't feeling well and can we reschedule? I was like, oh, it's Thanksgiving week. We could chill. We could chill and then come back stronger, once everybody's out of that mode. But yes, it's rivalry week. Right. I can't even say rivalry week. Team Replay in the building. Much love to you in the chat. But I got to get back to Ohio State, Michigan. I don't blame you, brother. I was looking at the all of the things that are on television today, but it's all good. If you're Team Replay and you're watching after the game, big up yourself. I appreciate you. Hi, Joy from London. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm so happy. Thank you very much. I was talking to I had to get something done for my laptop. I was talking to I think it was like a tech person from India, and I was saying to her, happy Thanksgiving, and she was like, Thanksgiving. It was so cute. And I was like, yeah, I forget, it's an American thing. But yeah, we do a little I think this year they said travel numbers were crazy. Over 55 million people drove somewhere to be with their family. I think that's a beautiful thing. Of course, airport TSA, I forget how many people they say they screen. People were wanting to see their people, see their loved ones, get back into it. I love that. So yes, Thanksgiving joy to you, Miss Joy. Samantha, it's right below the screen. If you go on the very bottom, hit the like button, like before, right below my picture. If you're watching on Facebook, or either on your phone or on your laptop or computer, you're going to hit the like button. It's right below the screen. Thank you for showing love. If you're coming in now, just hit the like button. I know there's a lot of stuff going on TV and that people are Black Friday. Well, it's not Black Friday anymore, but shopping and looking for stuff and hanging out with the folks. So if you were here with me, I really appreciate it. I want to ask you guys what you saw in the Black Panther movie. Did you enjoy it? Was it, were there themes that you could relate to? Thought there was a lot about the loss and stepping up in a vacuum when no one wants to really, lead, or when you don't feel like you're ready to lead or you don't want to lead. This new nemesis that came about through this movie, Namor, the visuals. First of all, I felt like I was in Aquaman-ish. Like, I don't know if that's a good comparison, or almost like an Avatar. Like the cinematography in this movie is excellent, especially when they take us into I think it's called Tolocan, the underwater world. And it was so beautifully shot. You can see on Instagram some of the actors. I know Lupita Nyong'o has posted her underwater preparation, her regimen of how she swam with weights underwater, so to prepare for the shooting of certain scenes where they were actually underwater, building an underwater like landscape, a hidden kingdom. It was so beautiful. I thought that was just I wouldn't just say eye catching. It was super appealing, but I would just say it was just beautiful to witness. It reminded me of Avatar. It reminded me of Avatar in that kind of way. I know Avatar's new movie is actually going to be an underwater which I say kingdom, built by the folks there. But it was very beautiful. I thought Black Panther handled this really well in terms of the cinematography. The visuals were breathtaking. That's a better word. So Harrison Family Values, I saw you. I quickly went on your stream, brother, for Thanksgiving, but I was too busy like trying to call my fam, just catching up. It was a good catch-up day. You ever had people, you love them, but you haven't talked to them like all year? Try to use Thanksgiving to text. I wasn't very good at the texting. But if I know there's a couple people I've been meaning to call, my spirit telling me, call them. I tried to call them. And those conversations are more than 10, 20, 30 minutes. So I was caught up with a lot of family calling and stuff. But I saw that you did a Happy Thanksgiving show. So big up yourself to my brother, Harrison Family Values. We've done a couple of great collabs on my YouTube channel. Shout out to you, brother. Thank you for tuning in. Really? Joy says, I haven't seen the movie, but my youngest said he liked it. Okay. So my initial reaction, I was disappointed it wasn't like the first one. Then I had to kind of be more thoughtful and think about the themes and the storylines and like again the cinematography, how it was shot, and the character, excuse me, development of each of the main characters. You know, you have your addition of like Michaela Cole, who is a British actress. You have, of course, Winston Duke. You have Miss Angela Bassett. You have Shuri is played by Letitia, right? And Denai Guerrera, who is the head of the Dora Milaje. It was a really, first of all, as the actors go, loved their performances. I thought Angela Bassett did a phenomenal job as the kind of mother in mourning and how she had to handle leadership responsibilities at the very beginning of the movie. I thought she does a very good job. First of all, in terms of like the transition, I thought people, you know, I talked to offline, they were like, well, didn't they know he was going to pass, Chadwick, the late Chadwick Boseman? You know, could they have prepared for this movie more? Could they have shot scenes during the first Black Panther, you know, to prepare for this more? I was like, I don't think so. I don't think he made his battle public. I mean, I think we kind of know based on the accounts that many of his closest confidants and fellow actors revealed that he didn't say anything. Chadwick did not put it out there. So I was trying to think about like if I was a movie writer, film writer, producer, how would I have handled it? I think they did an excellent job. I think they did an excellent job with especially the opening and the closing in memory. There are people that say they cried remembering him. But yes, let me see. David, let me see what you have to say. So I haven't seen the movie yet. The reviews and snippets are not grabbing me. Listen, like I said, I think there was so much hype around the first movie that I was my expectations were so high for this movie that when I came out, I was a little bit underwhelmed. When I came out initially, I was like, what did I just feel? What did I just think? What was the experience like that I just had? Was I overwhelmed? In the first movie, I was overwhelmed. I was awestruck. I was, the joy came from a different place. Watching the characters, watching Chadwick, watching the assembled, cast for the first time. I'm not gonna say I had that same feeling after I watched this. I kind of felt like this movie was more of a setup movie, more of like a transitional movie, getting you ready for the next Black Panther. I thought they had to explain what happened to Chadwick or the Black Panther, rest in peace, the original Black Panther, rest in peace. And they had to figure out how to tie in new characters, new storylines in order to build up to another franchise release. So I felt like this was more of like a segue movie. It did not feel to me, I know it's a standalone plot, but as I looked at it comparatively, and again, maybe you shouldn't compare two pieces of art because this one was, of course, unique in what it was supposed to evoke in the viewer. I couldn't help but think back to the first movie and how I really felt moved. I didn't feel that, although I thought it was beautiful art. It was good to me. I didn't feel like, whoa, the way I felt the first one. Nah, that's not how I felt initially. Although going back and thinking back to different parts of the plot, different themes, right? Different new actors that have been introduced. I did enjoy it. I will say that I did enjoy it. Yes, I was out there killing the game yesterday. The world class, how are you? Good to see you, brother. Yes. Joyce says two of my are Merrick and or comic collectors. Okay, cool. So you actually knew the story. You knew probably the new characters. They were new to me. But if you read comic books or if you follow the Marvel series, they might not have been new to you. It was a great movie, says Chrissy. Okay, Chrissy felt it. Go, Chrissy. She said, Wakanda, let's go. Chrissy says, saw it twice. Wow. And we'll watch it again. Wow. I'm glad you enjoy it. Christine says, Christine from Florida. Thanks for letting us know, sis. Like I said, there were some really beautiful and well shot. First of all, when they took the storyline to Haiti, as we say here in Miami, the significance and the symbolism of the former, what should I say, love interest of Black Panther, to go to the first Black Republic to find refuge. Even with my friend, she was like, "Yo, those are real Haitians. Listen to the accent." She was saying the accent used in the movie, you could hear in the back, dialogue was genuine, was real. I was like, okay, look at Mr. Kugler putting in some history here. And it was really good. Yes, I didn't have enough yams. I had yes, I did have mine was I forgot. I did have some veggie lasagna. That really wasn't on the diet, but was worth it. Was worth it. They ordered a nice veggie lasagna. The veggie lasagna was good. What was my plate? I should have took a picture so I could be a little ashamed because my plate it did look full, but it was a lot of little pieces of tasting, what should I say, bite-sized, different menu items. So my plate looked big, but it wasn't really a lot of food at all, right? But yes, I enjoyed it. I'm trying to think what else was the big hit. The stuffing was the biggest hit for me. The veggie lasagna was my brother did a barbecue salmon. He loved to do salmon on the grill. Bro is perfecting that. That was the best thing of our meal, in my opinion. Now, I don't eat turkey. I don't eat ham. So maybe my cousins them will disagree. But that barbecue salmon he did on the grill, I'm like, bro, you're getting really good at this. This is a really yummy salmon. I went back for seconds, like right away. My plate wasn't done, and I was finishing the salmon. I'm like, I have to go get a baby plate and go get a little piece more of the salmon. It was so good. It went fast. That's what I enjoyed the most, I think. And the favorite side was definitely the stuffing. Yes, we'll be at Art Basel next week. I can't wait, RM. I'm really excited. Yes, Mackie says about the movie, hated it. Sorry, I was just the same. Let me drink water. I mind my business on this one. There's a song called "Drink Water." In mind your business, but hit the like button, y'all. We welcome all opinions here. Maggie, I don't say I hated it, but I was underwhelmed, I guess, with what I thought it was going to be like. And I had to accept the art that was presented to me for what it was and then try to find the beauty in that art. But as a whole, like as I stepped out of that theater, I was like, that wasn't like the first one. It wasn't a disrespect, y'all. It wasn't a disrespect because I thought it was good. I just didn't think it was amazing, like how I felt about the first one. So yeah, I think, yeah, no, I liked again the new, which I call it, storylines and plot lines of the underwater world, of the new nemesis that might be an ally, because I can already see the setup for movie number 3. Now I'm like, oh, they're going to work together to go against a bigger foe or something like that. So you have this whole underwater universe of people that also have vibranium. So they also had like superhuman powers that like they I won't say snuck up, but they came through Wakanda's force fields and shields through the water. They rolled up through the water. That first scene, y'all, with the blue people, I was like, oh, what's going on here? What is going on? So imagine your neighbor having the same strength as you. You have had, again, the competitive advantage of vibranium, right? And they have it too. So they are just as powerful. That was very interesting. Those first few scenes, I was like, what are we doing? It definitely grabbed my attention, the opening scenes. But again, Maggie, I kind of was with you. I didn't hate it, but I thought I was going to get something different. I think I had a different expectation, walked in and walked out and was like, whoa, what did I just watch? Not what I anticipated, which is cool. But then you have to kind of try to look at that with more of a objective eye. Let me see. Quincy says, I don't appreciate all this taking you away from oh yeah, it was a lot. I had a lot of going on in the last couple of weeks, but we get back December will be regularly scheduled program. Also for YouTube, it's always important to be very active in December. So I will be around. Don't you worry. But yeah, always good to take a little break. Hey, Miss AKA Lady, it's been forever. Good to see you, sis. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you enjoy all that wonderful food. I'm sure you were blessed mess with, and family and friends. Yes, white folks say stuffing. Is that what? So my bad. I thought it was. I thought it was ubiquitous. My bad, because I think stove top stuffing, ubiquitous. Sorry, big word. Like I thought it was everywhere. People call it stuffing. My bad. So that's the difference. Y'all hit the like button. Coming in hot today, having a little fun. I will drop the link in a little bit, but we are talking Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. And I was so impressed with the movie, but again, left a little bit to be desired for me as opposed to like the first one. I'm not saying I didn't like it. I liked it, but again, I don't know. I didn't read anything about this movie before I went in with my own expectations. So maybe I thought it was gonna be something else, but it was good. It was a good piece of art. Did you like it? I want to hear what you have to say. You can leave a comment, or I'm gonna drop the link and hear what you guys have to say. Is this a great movie? Are they trying to exploit it too much now? Like the brand is so popular, but did they do it justice? I guess is what I want to ask. Ryan Coogler and his team, I think, did handle again the transition from the original Black Panther. Did you like who they selected? Should I tell y'all? Did you like who they selected as the new Black Panther? Did you like that? And I think I've been reading it fits with a lot of what has taken place in the comic book series. So it was a logical choice. There were a lot of twists and turns. Sorry, that's my going out last night throat. a little stuffy there. But did you like what they did, the choices they made with this new kingdom that they introduced us to? The gentleman who plays this, Mr. Huerta, I think did an amazing job. I think as the name, or it was very powerful. I thought as far as marketing goes, I was like, well, that's a very interesting way maybe to bring in a different, what should I say, audience to the Black Panther series. Like maybe our Hispanic brothers and sisters, Latin America, that kind of thing, because of the tie in with the ancient cultures that would look similar to maybe an Aztec or an Inca type indigenous culture. Was that done purposefully? I know that character already existed in actual Marvel lore in the Marvel comic book series, but I thought, wow, to also give prominence to an indigenous culture, linked to Central or Latin American or South American type great empires, or at least kind of mirroring those. What does it do in order to expand the franchise to people who live in those regions, people who see themselves in those characters? I thought that was an interesting choice. But did you like it? Did you enjoy watching it? I thought, oh, the Wakanda's about to get it. The Wakanda's going to get taken down by those folks. Like, I was really nervous at one point. I was like, they better make an alliance or cut it out. But yes, I really I don't understand what this means, the world class. Will we rivalry week. I finally said it, rivalry week. I'm not gonna say it. Cool. Yeah, there's so many parts of this movie I enjoyed. I'm gonna go through a few. If you want to come on up, let me know what you had to say. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the character development? Thank you, RM. Y'all hit the like button. You can subscribe if you're on YouTube. If this is your first time, welcome. Please hit the subscribe button. Yes, the moment of silence was very powerful. Join the conversation, y'all. So I'm dropping the link where you see join the conversation. You can hit this link and come up and talk to me. You don't have to put on your camera. You can just tell me what your feelings are with regards to the movie. But yeah, the moments of silence were very, and like, it was drawing me in. It was also very, I think they were strategically placed. The opening had to kind of like start there. I think with the funeral rites, I just think the beauty of Wakanda, I will never get tired of. The people, the shout out to I can't think of her name. Oh my goodness, who does all the costume design. She's been awarded for it several times. Let me look her up. But the costume designer always does a great job with the looks of people in the city, around the villages, making sure. Yes, thank you. Spoiler alert, y'all be careful. Costume design for Black Panther was always one of my favorite parts of the movie. I did dress up for it. I don't know about you guys. Some people, Ruth Carter, thank you. Ruth Carter does an amazing job, amazing work when it comes to costume design. So I really enjoy looking at the people. The fact that everybody on my screen is dark skinned in terms of the main character roles, I think is also a huge political statement. We're used to seeing actors and actresses who are fairer, and we don't necessarily, see such, what should I say, such visually stunning people, all of the deeper melanated hues. That stood out to me, where I'm like, yes, give me the chocolate and more. Not to minimize us to food, guys, but just the seeing that the deep skin tones that were, front and center, the close-ups of Lupita, the close-ups of Letitia, like as Shuri, and the princess. It was just beautiful for me to see. I realize again, when we were watching movies, we don't really think about representation, but we know representation matters. We know people look at their screen and say, huh, for good or bad, I could be that, or I want to be more like that, or that moves me, right? Or people believe, oh, that's how people are, or that's how people act or behave or think. So I think with that, I really always enjoy that type of uniqueness where people are seen just as humans, but in their true beauty, right? Cinematography is adjusted so that you can enjoy and admire this beauty that you don't often see on the big screen. I think they did a great job, um, always kind of highlighting that, almost like a message without saying it out loud. And I love it. And I love it a lot. Let me see what you guys have to say. Aram says, I call Thanksgiving. Thanks for giving me these carbs day. Sorry, not listen. I had not that much alcohol, but stuff I wasn't supposed to have. I'm like, I have to take a drink of wine. It's Thanksgiving. I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to tell my trainer, and he's going to have to be okay with it because it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, my plate was literally 3/4 carbs. Isn't that normal? That's not. Usually my plate is the opposite, majority vegetables and protein. But no, yesterday it was or excuse me, Thursday it was yeah, one of those. I had to just chalk it up to the game. I did eat no, let me stop lying. I brought a protein bar just in case. I was like, listen, if you're going crazy, eat a chocolate protein bar to kind of dampen your sweet tooth. Not that I go crazy with the sweets, but I really enjoyed the sweets. But yeah, no, I didn't need to eat it, and I didn't eat a lot of the cakes and pies. We had sweet potato, we had cheesecake, we had apple pie, we had, I think it was a cherry, and then cupcakes, a variety of different cupcakes and such. I didn't touch them. I was really, really shocked. Took some home, but that night I didn't touch them. But I haven't been going crazy. Let me see. Miss AKA Lady says, I didn't have any expectations. For the first movie, it's always an attention grabber. That's true. This movie got into a long term. Exactly. Planning plots for the future. That's what this movie was. Setting up plots for the future. 100%. Wasn't a standalone to me. It was the journey into the next movie, preparing you for it. That's what, again, I feel like it's a good middle movie or segue movie, or like, again, like it feels like it's just it was tying up the loose ends and creating new characters, new plot lines, new, questions to be answered. I agree with you. Right. It was giving me a beyond this movie storyline. So I was like, yeah, they're getting ready for the next one. So I don't mind it. But I kind of was like, huh, okay. Now I got to watch the next one. No, Quincy says we all go call it stovetop dressing instead of stovetop stuffing. I making it no. Melissa, my sister-in-law did a good job. Hers did not taste like stovetop. It tastes rich. It tastes. I was like, she used a recipe. This tasted really good. The celery and the carrot and it was really great. When I made it last year, it was really difficult. I did cornbread dressing. It was hard. I ended up with two big old pans. By the time I measured everything, I was like, how did this make two big? I'm talking about them turkey pans full of dressing. And I came to Thanksgiving dinner. And my brother looks at me, he like, who gonna eat all that? People don't even like dressing like that. I'm like, they like it, but I don't know. I don't know if I doubled the recipe. I ended up with two turkey pans of dressing last year that no one took. I actually might still have some of that in my freezer. That's why they asked me to bring ice cream. That's why they asked me to bring ice cream. But I did go all out in the ice cream department. Okay, I was really prepared for my ice cream. Ms. AKA Lady adds, I like that they set up the end for the third Black. Exactly. Everything was like Mbaku. My baby Winston Duke came through with the challenge at the end. I was like, how are they going to do that? I was thinking they're going to make him fight Letitia, or spoiler alert, they're going to make him fight Black Panther. A lot was going on in that last few minutes to kind of like set the stage for the third movie. So I thought, okay, this is a get you to the next movie, which is fine, but I want to prepare you. If you guys want to come up and join the conversation, the link has been dropped. Want to know what you thought about the new Black Panther movie, Wakanda Forever. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't like it, we're open. We just want to hear what you have to say. Again, I supported it on opening weekend, wanted to support the numbers because I want more Black movies to be made, right? Movies about Black people, for Black people, hopefully by Black people. But wherever they come from, whoever writes them, I just really want them to honor and be sensitive to, the different nuances to Black life, right? We are more than gang banging. We are more than, oh my gosh, we are more than the stereotypes of old, right? We are complex human beings. There are so many different unique ways to be Black. The diaspora is not a monolith. We are unique in our experiences, in our social classes, in our types of work, in our thinking. And I just love when the movies we watch reflect that. So shout out to the Marvel Universe for keeping Black Panther alive, y'all. It would have been, they said it was going to take longer. They were at the end of the first movie when we lost Chadwick. People weren't sure what they were going to do with the franchise, right? But they made one. And like I said, it's a good second setup movie. It allows us to see what the future will possibly hold, right? New characters. Y'all hit the like button if you're enjoying the conversation. New characters, new plot twists, right? The United Nations scene always gets me when they march in the spies and the people who are trying to get vibranium and take away the what should I say, competitive advantage of Wakanda because they want the secrets. But Wakanda has always kind of said, no, you guys, if you got this type of technology, what would you do with it? You'd kill everybody. Why would we share this with you? Yes, you got to. Oh, good. Let me see. I see some great comments here. Oh, is that how you make it? That's the only way I know. Bake the bread a day or two before for the best texture. Is that for cornbread? Oh, yes. That's probably my problem. I made the cornbread, then put it right into the stuffing. Into the dressing. I keep saying stuffing. Into the dressing. I baked it the same day, let it cool, and then started making it. I guess not. Nope. Hey, how are you, 40 Boom? I'm doing well. Good to have you. RM says hit the like button. Let me see. Quincy says, I'm gonna need you to throw away that away. Do you know when I made my two good big pans of dressing last year? I was like, what the heck? Never double a recipe. Never try to. Because what I realized is what happens is when you try to buy a lot, you got to remember, even though there's a lot of people there for Thanksgiving, everybody eats a little bit of whatever the dishes are. So you don't need to kind of overcook or overkill. And I've learned that lesson. I'm like, oh no, make the small one, it'll last. And if there's no yes, if there's no leftovers, that's fine. Yes, it was like, can you do the ice cream? And it was so polite. And I was like, sure. Not even a corn. Y'all not gonna let me bring some sweet corn? I could boil up some sweet. Definitely not in the main meats. That's okay. I realize where I'm my weaknesses are. But yeah, it was like, can you bring the ice cream? I asked my brother, I'm like, bring 2. I'm like, I'm bringing 4. I'm bringing 4. I'm gonna show them. No, but I want to offer more variety. But still, I was like, not just the ice cream, but oh yes. Can I spoiler alert? Spoiler alert. Yes, I love the fact. Again, like I said, those last few minutes, very true. You got to stay past the credits. Actually, in my theater, nobody moved. I think we all knew that. No one moved at the end of the movie where the credits were rolling. But you gotta let me take a sip of water. But you definitely have to stay past the credits to get the full setup for the next movie. But I love the fact that the son is being raised in Haiti, and the ladies are sitting. Spoiler alert! At the end of the movie, with who is introduced to Letitia Wright's character as the son of T'Challa. I was like, ooh, they're gonna bring back the little boy as the third Black Panther. I can't wait. It was a good setup, though. It was definitely, yes. Stay past the credits. Hey, Lindell, good to see you. I'm good. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Congrats on your new book. Glad to see that. I know you've been working hard on that. Very excited for you, and I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. Oh, really? Dan the man says, did you see me in the movie? I was the shirtless one on the left in the beginning. No way. All right. Shout out to you, Dan the man. No, I always enjoy like I said, the communal scenes, the village scenes where people are just living their lives, right? Not worrying about, this kind of, social stress sometimes that we have in the United States, how people are perceiving you. They just are being who they are. There's no like, I have to kind of preemptively think about how my behavior might be interpreted by others. They're just living. And I love that. So you were the shirtless man on the left in the beginning. Okay, shout out to you, Dan the man. Join the conversation. I dropped the link if you want. You just click on where it says join the conversation in the chat. You can come on. You don't have to show your face. Just show me who you are in the back, and then I'll bring you up. But did you enjoy this movie? Did it meet your expectation? Here's the link. Is it something that you would see 2 and 3 times, like Chrissy? Or were you like, no, where's the rest of the movie? Can't, really say I did enjoy it. Did you enjoy the way they handled the transition? Did you enjoy the way there were much more prominent roles for women in this movie? For sure, looking at the Dora Milaje, looking at the sister of the Black Panther stepping forward, the mother of the Black Panther stepping forward, the male characters, I think besides Namor, Winston Duke had like a secondary kind of feel. He was definitely involved in the discussion, but not the main dish, so to speak, of what was happening in Wakanda and how to defeat their new foe. But I think that was okay. I think, again, it doesn't always have to remain the theme. I think if it's in this movie, kind of a standalone transitional movie, I get why they did it, because they had to set it up for the next person that might be, like Miss AKA Lady has said, their son. Dan the man has chosen to come up. No way. Shout out to you. Can I bring you up now? You ready? Hi, Dan the man. How you doing?
Thank you for having me. How are you?
You was really in the movie?
Yeah.
You
I promise you. Yeah.
One of the stars from Black Panther 2, ladies and gentlemen, has just joined us. Wakanda forever.
Forever. Yes.
So you were like an extra?
We filmed at Triller Studios in Atlanta, Georgia.
Tell me
Hmm.
about that. How did you land that?
I got you. So I'm originally from North Carolina, and I was filming a show out there, right? And the director of that project knows the casting for Black Panther, so
Mhm.
he cross-referenced my information over there, woot the woot, and I made that. At first, I was driving back and forth, right? And then until I eventually moved out to Atlanta, where they were still filming. And let me tell you, we had a ball. Like it
Wow.
was, we were cutting up. We arrived at 5 a.m. Call time was 5 a.m. in the morning. Didn't start till 12. Didn't end till 6. You heard me.
Wow.
So, but
So, was there that's amazing. Dan the Man, y'all, giving us behind the scenes of what it's like to be on the set of the
like
Black
the life,
Panther. So,
yeah.
was it a situation where you had to actually like try out, like do moves or dress the part or
They
fight
assign you,
somebody or
they basically, they see your headshot, you submit, your body, your weight, all that good jazz, and then they just let you know what you're gonna be. And
no
for
way.
me, I was a dancing Wakandan.
Dancing Wakandan.
Yeah.
That is the name of your
That's the name
your
I'm giving it. They didn't give me a name, but me, I'm all about creating backgrounds and stuff. And I was in the movie longer than I thought I would be, because you can briefly see me in the trailer, and I thought they were going to use that shot, but no, they went ahead. Yeah, and I guess it's the opening right after, but I don't know how you're doing spoilers on this
Mhm, no,
channel.
you gotta say it because we've been talking about the whole movie here, but that's okay. Go
Gotcha,
ahead.
gotcha. Yeah, yeah. No, when after T'Challa passed in the beginning, the opening after they showed the casket, that long shot of the townspeople celebrating. Yeah, I'm in that shot on the
Oh,
left.
and I
Hmm.
kinda knew which scene you were talking about, but I was like, "How Imma know who Dan the Man was?" That's amazing, and I'm
Yeah,
looking like, that is actually really cool to know
I'll
your part of history.
I'll clue you in, right, and I'll clue you in on something else too. The people in the back, like I don't know if you noticed the people on the rooftops, at the temple, all blue screen, not real. The town we were in, that was real, but
Oh,
it was like an inset inside of a studio. So like they had all a bunch of blue screen around it. But yeah, Angela Bassett was there, Winston Duke, Lupita Nyong'o, and Letitia Wright, and they were all amazing. Yeah, like they were.
so you got to talk to these people?
I did, yes.
Are
And
they normal? Who did you enjoy interacting with?
are they normal? What kind of question is
'Cause sometimes you're
that?
like, "Don't talk to me. I have to get from my trailer
No
to the
diva, no
set, like, leave me
diva
alone."
mentality. I will say that Okoye, Denai, and Lupita, they were still grieving over Chaz, so they weren't really as talkative. But
Yeah, yeah.
the rest, I actually have a future wife that I met on set. It is Letitia. Yes, you heard it here first, and I was able to live out
And
my
my
dream.
future husband, Winston Duke, too.
Come on
Tell him I
now.
said
Hey,
hello.
hey man, say look here, we'll make it happen. I'm trying to get her out
Tell
to
him
this
every
event.
time
And
I see M'Baku, I'm like, "M'Baku, you are such a beautiful person."
he's
But
great. No, he was hyping me up during my dance scene.
yeah?
Yo,
Oh,
yes.
he's a real one.
He's an
Okay.
OG. Yep.
Oh, I love it. No, I'm so excited. Dan the Man, y'all, actually was in the movie. Happens to call up and let us know about his experience here. Oh my goodness.
Thank you
So
for
when
having me.
you finished watching it, what did you feel? Did you watch it while like did
I'm
you
not
do
gonna
you have like
lie.
a
I
cast
had to see it.
premiere or
I had to see it twice because the first time I saw it, I was just focusing on me.
yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like,
Daggle, Daggle, Daggle.
I'm in this movie. What you gonna
Yo,
do?
no, I would feel so proud too.
And it's
Why
like I didn't even
not?
really cry on the sad parts because I was thinking like it was good because while everybody else was tearing up, I was like, "Shit, I'm in the movie. Yeah, like I'm good."
But y'all don't know
Um,
that's me right there. That's
you know what I'm saying? But I ain't make no too much noise about it. I was just happy to actually because everyone had already told me that they got a good shot of me and they were right. So
oh.
whenever something sad came up, I just went ahead and thought back to that moment. I'm like, "Yep, go on, boy, go on. That's you.
So
Yep."
you were in that one scene or you were in multiple scenes?
So actually in two scenes, but you can really see me in that one scene.
That opening. Now I gotta go back and watch for Dan the Man. Now I gotta
Yeah,
go
you do.
and see like I know him. That's cool. So you're a full-time actor?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm actually an independent filmmaker, so I write, direct, and act my own stuff. Black Panther and Transformers are like my two biggest projects to date right now.
Oh. So
So
you've written on both of them?
No, I didn't
Worked
write
on
this.
it,
I'm
worked on
in
them,
them. Yeah,
worked
I'm
in them. Oh,
Daniel
so you
Lynch
were in
is.
Transformers too?
Yeah, yeah. I'm in. Can't really speak too much about that, so I'm gonna tell you to
Oh,
stay tuned. But
okay,
I will
alright, we don't
say
wanna.
the Transformers are rising next year. So
That is so fantastic. Well, congrats to you. Like I said, being a part of history, your kids will know, and it's
they
a
can
beautiful.
say, "Hey, look,
Yes.
your daddy can tell you if I started at 25, you can do it at
Ye
12, 6. You can be whatever you want to
exactly.
be." You hear me?
That's fantastic. So do you move a lot for roles and things like this?
It depends on where it's at, right? So if I get a gig that's like in, you know, LA or New York or Atlanta or North Carolina. If I'm fortunate, it will be right where I'm at, you
Okay.
know. But
Which
if
it doesn't always end, I'm sure. Yeah,
you
you
know
have
what I
to get up
mean,
and
so
go.
when you just gotta make do,
So you
you
like
know
stay with a homeboy or get temporary housing or like just kind
exactly.
of like do
Yeah,
what you
I
have to do?
call up a
Yeah.
friend in New York. Hey, let me chill at your spot for a few days. You know, they'll look out. Or
Ah.
even
So
in
if anybody wanted to do what you do, what would be like your three biggest recommendations? So people are looking at you like, damn, made it. Uh,
biggest
what would they do?
first things first, create your own content. Do not rely on anyone to do it for you. If you have a vision, you need to go out and get it, execute it. Have a plan, execute the plan, then throw away the plan because plans never work out.
Yes.
So you got to just go with it. Go with what
Yes.
your heart tells you, the energy, and just go with that.
Mm,
Secondly, I would say really do your research on these things because there are some scam artists out there that will take your money. Never do anything that's like way out your budget. You know, do research on it first, and I would say thirdly, really take this seriously. If you really
mm.
want to do it, just do not BS around because people do take this as a profession, and it is because it's their lives. So it's like, hey, there she is. Yeah,
Karen
Karen.
said, on my way to watch it now. Let's
Keep a
go.
lookout for
I
your boy,
love
Karen, and
it.
enjoy the
Support. I
movie.
think we should support it. I think we should.
But
Yeah. So do you feel like there was any pushback? Did you feel like, okay, so you being in it, I think that obviously, not saying obviously, actually, you might have a different opinion than what I anticipate. But oh, you were telling us, so take it seriously, make your own. And was there another point you wanted to make?
do
I didn't
research. Yeah, do
do
your
your research.
research.
Okay, cool.
Hmm.
Sorry, my mind goes straight into like, oh, what
You're
else can
good.
I ask him?
You good. You
But I
good.
think about um, how have you heard, like beyond everybody like being very proud of you. Do you think it's being well received overseas or other places? Like, of course, I have my little American box on, even
Didn't it
Miami.
hit? I'm
Yeah.
sure. Didn't it cross like a Billy after his first week?
Did it hit a billion already? I didn't
I
know that.
think, if I'm mistaken, I think it's up there.
Oh,
Maybe it's a
already? Okay.
million,
Well,
but
then
I
the
think
people have
it's
spoken. I didn't know that.
because I was watching some reviews and they were saying Ryan Coogler didn't make history not once, not twice, and the first one made a Billy. So it's like, oh
Yeah.
shoot, it's
Okay.
going.
So the numbers are growing. People are liking it. Like I said, I had again. I don't know why I expected like I don't know the Marvel universe to come back on the screen because people were saying how
Yeah,
come no other like the main characters from the other movies came to his funeral? Should they
and
have come? I was like,
see
is it
for
that deep or maybe help me understand if it is?
no, for sure. I mean, hey, everyone to me, I feel like they really want like, and I get it. Basically for me, I think that they are spoiled because we are living in a time where we have interconnected storytelling, successfully interconnected storytelling.
Yes.
So it's like, why wouldn't it? But from a story sense, that makes, sense. But they also have to keep in mind that in phase four, everybody has been on their own vibe. You know what I mean? Like,
So you
sure,
had the
ev
different characters. I don't. I'm probably gonna say one that's not Marvel, but like maybe Iron Man. Is he Marvel?
is, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so Iron
And
Man
everyone
got
showed
his
up for.
own
Everyone's going
thing.
to tell you that they showed up for Iron Man, but ain't nobody showed up for Black Widow's funeral. And sure, her thing was at a
Uh,
post credit scene. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah,
and maybe the family wanted to keep it private, like
yeah.
but
There's time, and people don't just get to come to Wakanda like that. I
they
thought it
don't.
makes sense that they
I'm
wouldn't
sorry, but
necessarily want to broadcast their king is gone, and then have all their people kind of subjected to other people who have these crazy powers too.
there you
And
go.
yeah, so I was like, there are reasons why it would only
Yeah.
be
No, I
the
mean, hey, I'm pretty sure Wakanda would have loved to have the Avengers, but the
yeah.
powers that be, at the end of the day, it's up to the writers. Honestly, yeah.
Exactly. I love it. Dan the man says Wakanda life has so much more to offer. Dan was actually in the movie, y'all. Y'all look for him. Look at his face. Go
Check
watch
me
the
out.
movie. See if you see him.
I'm pretty sure I have the exact same hairstyle too,
Really?
so I should not be hard to recognize. I got on the Wakanda beats. It was fearful that it would not be Wakanda forever. Haven't great.
Okay. So Johnny de la Plata says, "Thank you for the spoilers." No,
You're
Wakanda
welcome.
still survives. The
You're
Wakanda
welcome.
survives. It's not going nowhere.
If
But yeah,
you
it
ain't
had
seen
me
the movie
nervous.
yet, what are you doing with your life? What is
Yes,
going
go
on?
see it, y'all. It's worth the view. I think, like I said, it lays a lot of
Yeah.
questions for another movie. But just if you know that, you'll still enjoy it. Again, I don't know what I thought it was gonna be, but I thought, I wasn't as mesmerized. The underwater world was very breathtaking, but the
Mm.
first movie had me like,
Why is that? Why do you think that is? You
I
weren't as
don't know. I
memorized.
think because it was so new, this African superpower, an idea of an untouched, non-colonized, what would we be like? I think it had opened up so much possibility in my mind and in my heart
Yeah.
as to, damn, look at our possibilities.
Right.
I know there's also, some kickback where people saying the Wakandanization of real life Africa, like everybody thinks that you're gonna have this type of experience if you go there. No, I don't think. I think we're smarter than that. But I do
Sure.
think just the idea to allow myself to think of the true power, the global power Africa is, but even untouched could have been. It really kind of struck a chord with me,
Mm.
being a daughter like yourself of the disbursement of Africans across the globe, the identity that we're able to try to retain and the connection we try to retain with Africa. For some of us, we feel strongly. Some of us, we don't feel like, some people will say, I'm American. Don't call me African, anything.
Right.
I understand it. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Sure.
But being able to see a kind of identity of what we may have been
Yeah.
really kind of like struck a chord with me. So I really appreciated the, like, goodness gracious, this is
Mm.
us. This is really what I am capable of being, capable of doing. Like, I know I'm capable, but again, that representation of it, of seeing um a not, which I say, dimmed black person, the sidekick black person, the black person who helps someone, rescues the white protagonist or is only there to help the white. Like, we've seen a lot of that. But to see everybody,
Sure.
just have that wonderful strength and
Hmm.
wisdom, talent, astuteness about them. Everybody can tell. People making jokes about people in the different like languages. I'm like, yeah, you can't touch this. Like, it's such a beautiful
It's unique.
depiction of what we may have been. That's why I think I was really just fell in love. Like,
Yeah.
oh, this is us. This could have been, like, no, obviously could have been, but
Well, I feel like
loosely
the,
speaking. Hmm.
yeah, no, the first one was just the whole movement out here. Like it really, nothing that crazy has happened, and just in terms of black entertainment, black love, black positivity. I mean, we have shows like Blade, of course, the OGs, but
Hmm.
we Wakanda is like Panther is its own stink. Like it's its own
Yes.
credence, its own
Yes. Talking
story.
about black love, talking about a woman and a man, like, in that traditional sense, having each other's back, having a
Yeah.
deepness of admiration for one another, wanting both,
Yes.
both each other to shine and still support one another, like those themes.
Hmm.
Call me an old school gal, but I really enjoyed seeing that play on the big screen for little
Good.
kids, for other people to say, oh, wait, this is how it can be. If
Right.
that's what you want, if that's what you choose, that's there for you. So yeah, it was really empowering for me. I see you in the back, Lindell Douglas. Can you turn your camera down so we can see your face, bro? I'm
Uh-oh.
seeing like your sky or your
Trouble.
your
Trouble.
Lindell. I'm gonna bring you up real quick. How are you? Unmute yourself. Just unmute yourself there real quick.
I'm sorry. What am I doing wrong? What did
No,
I
you're
do?
good. You're good, my brother. How you doing?
Good. How you doing? I haven't
I'm
seen you
happy
in a
that you're
while.
here. Yeah, man, it's been forever. Lindell is a gentleman who is a financial planner who also does a lot in the Caribbean community here in South Florida, puts on some great events. But I see you've been up to other things lately. Tell me about your Thanksgiving first and foremost. Welcome.
Thanksgiving was great. I'm actually in Jamaica right now.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've been down here since July, working on
Stunting
a
on
little.
people? Who you
Yeah,
got? You got a
working.
girl down there? What's going on
I'm,
down there? Okay,
I'm
that
working
laugh
on a
said it
little
all.
project.
Working on a project.
Yeah, I'm working on a project. I'm
I
doing. I'm setting up a company to do some things down here. So
uh,
I've
do your
that. Yeah.
thing. Well, we can talk offline. You ain't gotta put your business out there. So Lindell live from where? Ochi?
No, I'm actually in Kingston. I'm
You're in
actually,
Kingston.
if you can see, I'm watching the
The World
talking
Cup
to
that
you,
I'm
watching the World
interrupting.
Cup.
So what's been on your mind? Did you watch the movie? You want to talk a little bit about what your projects are? What's on your mind?
I mean, I love the movie. I mean, Dan, congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been listening. I love the movie. Maybe Dan can get me a role in the movie at
Right?
some point.
I'm the
Um,
plug. I'm the connect.
yeah, yeah. Dan is my connect going forward.
Uh,
Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, I wouldn't be on the show without taking an opportunity to plug my book.
Oh wait, come
yeah.
on now, Linda. I was gonna give you a chance to do that anyway, but go
Perfect
ahead. Lindell wrote
segue.
a book, y'all. Yay!
That's the segue right there.
What's the book, Lindell?
So I have this new book that I've written like 20 years ago, but I just never published it. And then since I've been down here, I've found the time to finish it and to finish six other manuscript, right? So yeah, so the first one is called Five Step to Financial Freedom. Basically showing persons the way to follow these five steps and come out of the working, just going to work for money, but creating a system that
Mm-hmm.
can actually pay you while you focus your energy doing other things.
Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
So, something I learned about 20 something years ago, I've implemented in my life, right? And have a system that can operate without me, you know?
Mm.
So,
So maybe we can set up a one-on-one, maybe December. I have maybe a Saturday or two that if you're not too busy, down there in Jamaica, maybe we could do a Saturday and you come back and you tell us more about the
sure,
book.
sure, sure. I would love to. I'd love to. And
Awesome.
I'm going to get some, because I know a lot of our people don't really read. So I'm going to get like some video clipping that I'm going to do, kind of talk about some of the nuggets of the book. So, and then there's the Kindle version too, so you can listen to it.
Well,
So,
I nodded on the don't people don't read, but I will say number one readers in our culture in the United States, white women and then black women actually.
yeah, yeah.
So
Well,
mm.
let me correct you. My bad. I nodded, but I'm like, actually, we do read.
yeah. Well. You know what I was really, because, and I'm sorry, but I was really my I feel that I have a calling and a responsibility to pull black males right
Mm-hmm.
out of being in the background and allowing the female in our life to lead.
Uh-oh.
And one of the things that we have to do is to step up and become king and priest of our home, not to sideline the ladies, but to at least be there with them.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I said that. So,
And
um,
balance. Yeah.
No, I mean, Lindell, you're gonna have to bring a whole nother discussion to this because I think a lot of times what prevents men in general from being able to start families is the finances. Like if you don't have the money, a mate is gonna be difficult to secure, and a family is gonna be difficult to secure. So I do think that that's a big element, especially if people choose not to go to college does not mean that you cannot make money, right?
right,
But like
right.
you said, the system, because if more women are going to college, more women are getting these masters, more women are getting the doctorate, more women, what more women. But we have to understand that there are ways, and you're the guru sounds like when it comes to what men can do to make money. And I'd love to hear more about it because I think again, if we don't have that kind of balance, families are not going to be as easily, what should I say, sustainable for the long term because most people divorce about money. Well, that's the number one problem people have when it comes to relationships. So you're doing God's work, sir. You wanted to add something?
Yeah, it's funny you said start a family, because what we find is that a lot of male have kids, but not necessarily grow them up in a family, right? So
Right.
that's another thing that we need to look at, because the kids are our future. And what is it? You know, the funniest thing, when you go to Africa and you see these, you know, especially Egypt, and you see these pyramids that's there for three, four, 5,000 years, right? And one of my questions is, where are our pyramids? What are we leaving as legacy? In
Mm.
the future, that somebody can look back on and says, okay, Lyndall Douglas was here. I mean, there's a mark that we need to leave, and it's not just to breed 10 women.
Mm.
So there's things that you can do, and college. We're not saying, okay, yeah, just go to college, because I know several persons who have a doctorate and a PhD, and they are not making money because they're trained only to operate within a box, right? But what my system is, I want you to open up your mind to see things differently, so that therefore the ideas can come to you. Look at yourself more as an innovator than actually a laborer, right?
Mm. Mm.
And and then we can help you find ways to take your ideas into reality, and that idea that you've taken into reality, you create a system around it, and that system can feed you for years going down the road.
Let's
And it's
go,
just to
Lindell.
look
Let's
at things
go.
differently.
So,
So when you
yeah.
gonna send me my book, bro? Let me see.
I know I'm gonna order some for the U.S. delivery, and I'm gonna do a book launch. I'm coming
You
up
know I'm gonna
in
support though.
early
You gonna come on the show
January.
and you gonna
I'm
talk
gonna
about it. But I
autograph yours and bring it to you.
Yeah.
You and I go way back.
yeah.
So
Suzette
yeah.
got
I
her own.
love it. I love. Well, congratulations. It sounds fantastic. I'm gonna let's set up for real like a show date just for you, so you
Okay.
can talk more about what you're doing through the book and your vision for the Black community, because it sounds like it's bigger than a book in terms of like it's giving a blueprint for again community building, but it has to start with financials. I saw a clip on Instagram, and I'll let you go, Lindell, and enjoying your stay in Jamaica. Next time, pat me in your suitcase. It was a clip that was like American schools don't teach anything about business, but business runs America,
Yeah.
right? So you are not going to get the financial literacy. We just, our legislature here in Florida just passed that you have to get one class in high school. And again, it's like, what is a savings account? What is a bank account? How to write a check? How to do these things? And again, you can graduate from American high schools and not know a thing about money. And many will say it's by design.
It is
It
by
might be on
design.
purpose so
By
that you
design.
can be a labor focused person. Nothing wrong with a good 9 to 5, y'all. But we got to also think beyond that to building wealth. But Lindell, I'm mad because you were in a place I'd like to be, even though I went for a week ago, but it was for a funeral. So we maybe have crossed paths, funny enough. But have you gone to the new AC Hotel in Kingston?
Oh, yeah, yes, I've gone to it. And there's another one downtown called a Rock,
Oh yeah,
ROK.
Rock Hotel. My cousin
Yeah,
stayed there. Those are some
yeah,
new, like maybe less than 2 year old, but
yeah,
they have
yeah,
wonderful. You can meet so many great people in the lobby, y'all. Just like in Miami, in a hotel, you can just sit in the
yeah,
lobby
yeah.
and socialize. It's amazing networking. But yeah, try AC. Well, I mean, I'm sure you probably have gone. And my other place I loved was Gloria's on the waterfront, right next to Rock Hotel. Have you gone to
Yes,
Gloria's?
been there.
That fried lobster, yes. Have one for me, my brother. Have one for
I
me.
sure will.
Anyway,
I sure will. And
beautiful
you
to
gotta come
see you.
down at some point.
Listen,
I'll
you
invite you to
you the
come. We
big
can
money.
sit.
You
We
the
can
big money.
talk.
I got to go when I can afford it. I have no more money to win. I know that year is over. I was gonna say till next year, but we'll have to plan accordingly and come through and see you. But until then, Lindell, we'll definitely set something up, and I would love for you to talk about man and money,
Okay.
and wealth building and about your book. But maybe a Saturday. I have a couple Saturdays still open in December. Let's make that happen. So we'll talk offline.
All
Lindell
right. Sounds
Douglas,
good.
all the way from
It was a
Kingston,
pleasure,
Jamaica.
Lindell. Take
Same
care,
Watching
here,
bro.
the
Dan.
World Cup. Thank you for
Hey,
coming through.
it's just like, make sure you get Dan contact information, because I'm gonna be calling
Dan.
him.
Uh,
If you, Dan, can you
uh,
put your email in the back chat? Lindell, stay in the back. There's a
Okay.
private chat, Dan. I don't know if you could do it on your phone. After you drop down, don't
Yeah.
let me
on Discord.
see
Just put your email if you wouldn't mind.
if I
On the
can
Sounds
put
stage,
good.
in
invite.
my
Yeah.
my. Dude, yeah. Does he use IG?
I
Yep.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, let me do that.
Okay. Perfect.
So
So IG, and y'all can link Lindell. Thank you. Appreciate you, Lindell. Stay on the back so you can see him put his info in the private chat. There it is. So if you get private chat, I see it. Okay. Do you follow me? Do I follow you? I'll follow you now as well.
Yeah. Follow. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yay. I can announce that because it's your IG. May I?
Go ahead.
So D Lynch with a Y. DLYNCH 47. So check out Dan the Man. Look for that beautiful mug on your big screen when you go watch. I thank you. That was such an impromptu blessing to get to know you and hear about your experience.
It was a pleasure to meet you as well. And I thought you were going to bust out a little rap with my name, DLYN. I was with you. So
sometimes it does happen. That creativity does just kind of grab
me.
Didn't
I tell you?
Not
you got to get on it.
But I'm excited for you, brother. Good luck. If you want to come back and maybe do an interview on other projects or whatever, let me know. Also, you can just DM me. I will follow you now on Insta, and we can set something up. I have plenty of openings for like 2nd and 3rd week of December. I think my 1st week is pretty set.
Perfect. We'll get up offline and we'll talk. My people call your people 4 o'clock dinner. Steak.
I love you. Look, YouTube got a good positive purpose, y'all. This network
it does.
Is actually a benefit. So appreciate you, Dan the Man. Congratulations.
Thank you again
for your appearance in Black Panther 2. Can I give you one more?
Wakanda. Forever.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure, y'all. Thanks again to Dan the Man giving us his first-hand experience of being a dancing Wakandan, an extra, if you will, in a couple scenes and what it was like on the set. I thank you, Dan the Man. Congratulations for being a part of this beautiful work of art. And I want to shout out all of the production teams, the editors, the director, of course, Mr. Ryan Coogler, all the main cast members, but I could have gone even more in depth, y'all. You know, this was a wonderful, creative kind of work of art. And again, to look at it from that perspective, I'm like, what did I enjoy the most? Definitely, like I said, the beauty of the cinematography, particularly when it came to the underwater world and the new characters we were introduced to there. And yeah, shout out to a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think I saw, a lot of, again, my Latino brothers and sisters enjoying that new plot line, etc. So I really enjoyed the movie, y'all. Again, it wasn't the first one. It wasn't as good to me. But again, that one spoke to my heart, like with the possibilities of how human beings of the melanated hues could be, right? And the support for one another, the love for one another, the progressiveness of thought. Even Michael B. Jordan came back for a short reprisal of his role in this one. It was really good. It was really good. So I say support it. Rotten Tomatoes, what do I give it? I don't know. Lindell, hang out in the back. I'm going to say hello to y'all. Appreciate you watching. It's been a minute. I should be live Monday, Tuesday. I will not be live Thursday because I will be at Art Basel hosting Let There Be Reggae, interactive musical and art experience as a part of the Art Basel exhibition that will be here in Miami. So I'm super excited about that, y'all. And I'm joining a new show. I gotta tell my Patreon first, bruh. I'm joining a new show. I got a contributor, contributor role position for a bigger network that I'll be on weekly starting next Wednesday. So I wanted to kind of pop it, let off my secret finally. Finally, I could share it, kind of like pop the top, I want to say, to my patrons and then kind of let y'all know next week what it's going to look like. And I'm really excited. Bigger opportunities coming. So if you enjoyed this show, do me a favor before you head out. Hit the like button, y'all. And if you want to support, there's the Cash App. No harm to bless a lady, but $ Suzette Speaks. I appreciate all y'all who have supported the stream. Thank you, Jeremy, for sponsoring today's stream. I know there's World Cup. I know there's all kinds of things going on, but you spent your time here with me, and I really, really do appreciate it, you guys. I'll see you Monday. For more exclusive content, you can join me on patreon.com/SuzetteSpeaks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Happy to see you guys. And, always a pleasure. I see from England, I see Claire does. Nice. From England watching today. I'm so excited to have you. Let me see. Goodbyes to all of you. Yes, Miss AKA Lady says, can you imagine running into Letitia, Lupita, and Angela and then turn around seeing Winston Big Fine? But my heart would explode. Trust, believe. They even brought Rihanna at the one of the premieres. I forget. I think it might have been a British premiere. If I'm not, correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. That Rihanna came out. Of course, she had music that was included in the Black Panther soundtrack. She has not made music in years, y'all. So for her to even hold me now, whatever the song goes, yeah. To come to a premiere, and she said, and I saw it on a social media post, she was like, all I wanted to see was Angela Bassett. Now I could go home. But to bring her out, get her involved as well in this project was amazing. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out. Good to see everybody. Yes, congrats again to Dan the Man. Appreciate you, Patrick. Hit the like button from me. St. James, Jamaica in the building. I'll see you all next Saturday, December 1st. I have Tiff. She is Tiffany. I forget her last name, but she is an expert when it comes to the building of nonprofits. So I thought she'd be very interesting. A lot of people always want to start new ventures, et cetera, et cetera. She's an expert at it. So she will be my guest next Saturday. So big up everybody watching. Hit the like button, why don't you? And I hope to see you Monday. All right, have a good one. And Patreon members, if I go live, it will probably be, I'm supposed to be going out, guys, in a little bit, but I'll do a quick announcements for you guys so you guys know what I'm doing. All right, take care, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week.